And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Never heard the second verse. I mean, I've seen Annie, but it's been a while since,
Annie ruled. Rooster. Bernadette Peters. What a cast. Oh, that brought all the young Jewish out of me right there. Bernadette Peters was a vision. What?
You really love musicals.
Yeah, dude, you're a big musical guy.
I don't. I like the few musicals that I know. I have no interest in any other one. I thought I couldn't believe how bored I was at Les Miserables. What a big production that was when I was a kid. I'm like, this sucks.
Lewis loves it, right?
Loves it.
Those are one of the two that I love.
Les Miserables.
I've
never seen it.
I hate every other musical.
Nah, Phantom of the Opera rips.
Fan of the Opera rules. I saw Phantom of the Opera. That rules.
Phantom of the Opera rules.
Chorus Line rules.
Rent
Fosse
doesn't rule.
Chicago rules.
Rent doesn't rule.
West Side Story. Rent rules so hard.
Book of Mormon rules.
Still never seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I bet it.
But I'm a Trey
rule.
Park Matt Stone.
I was gonna say
hard.
everything I've seen from it is it's corny. I don't.
What, Book of Mormon?
Yeah,
it's fun. No, it's not
I'm
corny.
sure there's like a little corniness to it, just in nature of it being a musical.
Sure, but I'm saying like they have.
I didn't love the movie for that reason. The musical stuff. It was like too much. I think so. I don't know if like musical for comedy.
Even in like Team America.
I don't know if musical comedy is my thing. Like she said, I like West Side Story, where the songs are like the sad songs, particularly too, are pretty great.
I got dragged to Wicked. Oh, fucking.
Songs.
I do.
Do you want to practice West Side Story and perform it at the house in our spare time?
No.
I guess
keep
what I
up
just
with
have
me.
to say to you.
I could do it. I could
There's
totally
no way you'll
do
keep
it.
up with my singing and dancing.
I'll totally keep up with you. I was
Ass
in
off.
musical theater
Crazy
most of my life.
I would love
so fucking good. Most of your life now, Christine. How old you are?
if you
I'm a
came
dancer.
over. If I came over and Jay had one of those Staying Alive headbands
Yeah,
on,
totally.
and he's just got like a
Ankle
gray
warmers.
T-shirt
Fucking
under
white like linen pants that are just sweat through.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, what's up? Sorry, this bitch can't
Boy
keep
can
up.
dream.
Yeah, I got to go over and turn off a boombox.
You go, what? Hey, Dan.
5, 6, 7, 8. I like to live in the. You're fucking missing the steps. You
I
suck
wouldn't
at
miss
this.
the steps.
Yeah, you're terrible already at it.
Les Miserables
Rehearse
I can
with me.
almost do word for word.
Wow.
But every other
My
musical
mom loved
I
that one,
detest.
so we saw it.
I never saw it.
Christine, let's sing There's a Place for Us right now.
I
Prove you can
need
do
the
it.
music.
Yes.
No,
Yeah?
I can't prove you can do it because I haven't sang it in a long time.
She just said
Neither have I.
Yeah, but he was ready to go. He was ready to throw down right
Yeah.
here.
Place for us.
Oh, you have a voice like broken glass going in my ear canals.
Give us a little taste, sweet honey Jay.
No.
There's a place for us. Somewhere a place for us. Who's that guy screaming behind me? Peace and quiet.
Just burying your duet partner?
Hey, who let Wolfman Jack harmonize with me? Hold my hand.
Chelsea used to sing and dance with me at home.
Congratulations. Okay. No one knows what to
I
say.
just think it'd be a fun
I
pastime
know,
for
just know
us
who
to
Chelsea
do
was.
together.
Huh?
I think it'd be a fun pastime for us to do together. Rehearse
No.
musicals.
I'm not going to rehearse musicals with you. There's 1,000 things I would think I'd do. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, I'm going to get mad at you. You're not going to be able to keep up with the steps.
Man,
You're not going to memorize your parts. It's going to be
You
a
know
fucking
that Jay's got.
shitstorm.
You know that Jay's got snotty Broadway director energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do it now until I'm weighing you every morning.
You're gonna be like one of those at-home movies or the after-school specials about girls that like bulimia.
Come to work, okay?
Yeah.
Come to work.
Get on the scale.
Somebody needs to show up.
Yeah.
Bitch, are we doing this or are we not doing this?
Are you gonna sing today, or are you gonna keep screaming shit out of your mouth?
It's just the Bob Fosse in
Yeah.
his apartment.
I'm a fuck.
Dude, you go over, and there's no more TV in the living room. It's just hardwood floor and then a
In the
bar.
bar. Yeah.
We have a dance studio in our building. We
Okay.
could go rehearse down there.
Yeah. I'll meet you down there. Go get warmed up on the bar.
Man, it'd be great if Christine couldn't find you one day and thought you were smoking. You went
I'm
downstairs.
down there just stretching out. You know, by myself, I could fucking.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1. Dun, 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 every little step she takes.
I'll sing chorus line with you.
I don't want to sing with you, Christine. Stop stealing my
There's a
spotlight.
bar,
This
there's
is-
a bar in the
this
West
is-
Village you should go to,
By the way,
Christine.
this is her anal. This is like her, the way Jay, like a guy gets a girl to do anal. This is like a girlfriend being like, dance with me.
I do anal. You dance with me.
You don't do anal enough for me to dance with you.
Dude, I would
I'll
love
be dancing while you're fucking ice packing your asshole.
I would love to see you guys pull off a successful West Side Story tune at Skankfest. Just
You already saw her massacre my perfect. There's a place somewhere in a
I
place for
was
us.
not massacring it.
That wasn't
I don't know if did you see Merkface Andy's face? He was going like this.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
Every time he heard you, his eyes
is there
stick on.
choreography involved too?
I believe
I
they
bet if
call
I was
that
a
a win.
lesbian, my girlfriend would dance with me.
Probably.
That stands to reason.
Well, if Jay was gay, I think he would have a man that
Yeah.
could sing with him.
Couple untalented dykes just barking in their apartment. Yeah, no, that's not going to be weird at
That
all.
would make the most sense if Jay was in a gay relationship, living in the apartment above Christine and her partner.
I mean, if I was gay, I would totally dance with my partner.
Oh my God, him and Stuart just ripping up.
I wouldn't be with anybody who wouldn't sing musicals and dance
I
with
know.
me if I was gay.
Jay and that old queen just love to sing and dance.
I bet
Why
I
don't
can
you
get.
just accept
I can
that's what you
go.
want to do and do it with me.
And I want to. I want to go to DJ Lou's house and just do Grease with him and Will.
I'll do Grease with you too.
Christine, you are not in my troupe. I'm sorry. You didn't make the cut.
It's you guys doing Grease Lightning with a stolen Safeway cart.
Why is Grease Lightning?
It's just Will pushing you around in a car. Go, Grease
Christine, you know the
Lightning.
role of Rizzo?
Yeah.
I'm going to make that Jacob.
You're an asshole. You know that's my role.
You can't even sing on reverb. Sing on reverb.
Oh, dude, I'm very excited for you.
Worse things I can do.
Christine, there's a bar in the West Village called Marie's Crisis. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's a gay.
Yeah, there's an apartment up in the West Village called Christine's Crisis.
It's a bar that there's a pianist every night and they just sing musicals by request.
Oh, you tell her penis is there. She's going to be there.
Going.
I'm telling you, it's just
She didn't
I
even
miss
love
my
it.
gay
You would
friends.
love it. It's all.
She thinks you said penis, dude. There's penis there. She's like, I'm already there.
I'm there.
Mark me in.
So it's just a bar where a bunch of people just do
bar.
sing-alongs?
There's a guy who comes in, plays piano, and then somebody just goes, "How about theme from Wicked?" And then they all know it. Everybody in the bar knows it, and
Dude,
then they
Josh-
just sing and
That sounds
My
so
friend Josh Wade from comedy years and years ago. Josh went to. He told me this story. It's not. He was with a girl on a date, and they went to one of those after Broadway
I've done it.
karaoke's.
Yeah.
And they went
Just
there.
being there silent is one of the, when you're just quiet is holding a drink to your chest.
Yeah.
It's one of the most awkward I've ever
Well,
felt.
he brought
in
a
my
date.
life.
He brought a date.
That's what I'm saying. I was there with a
Okay.
girl.
So he wanted to impress us. He's like, oh, I'll go up there. He had aviator, or she had aviators or something. And he was like, give me the aviators. I'm going to go up there and sing Wanted Dead or Alive, Bon Jovi. And he put the aviators on. And he goes, when he put the aviators on, he realized he really couldn't see well. Like it was pretty dark. And when he said, I've seen a million faces and I rocked them all, he did a power kick and kicked something on the board and shut the entire, this gazillion-dollar sound system, off. And just a bunch of Broadway queens furious at him, chased him out of the bar.
Yeah, they were so excited to get their songs on that just...
And he's like, no, he fritzed the whole system out. You fritzed it.
He fritzed it.
You fritzed it.
It's like when I...
Why are you home so early, Paul? Son of a bitch fritzed it out at the thing.
Dude, that always makes me think of when I went on that date with that girl in Brooklyn years ago, and it was like a daytime lunch date, and I dropped her off at her house, and I was leaving, and I stepped and kind of moved and kicked this fence that was around a tree on the outside sidewalk, and I was like, oh shit, and I bumped into it, and this just gay guy on his stoop just goes, my fence. It was broke.
Aww.
And he goes, my fence. I go, I'm sorry. And I try to fix it. He goes, don't try to fix it. He was just so over
Making it
me.
worse.
I was like, oh shit. It was
Now you're getting your germs on it.
it wasn't even a good date. I was like, ah shit.
You don't have an immunity imbalance.
Oh my God. That was for Raphael, who I lost to the AIDS.
The AIDS.
No.
Oh, man. I can't wait to do Grease with Lou and Will.
Oh,
You're so mean.
Huh?
You're
yeah.
so mean.
Christine, get your own troupe.
I asked you to be a part of my troupe.
Part of your troupe? This is insanity. We're gonna be. You're allowing me to be part of the J players? That's insane.
J Day players.
The J players is perfect.
That's
J players
that's
is perfect.
nuts.
With the Lou and Will.
J rights?
The J rights, dude. Jazzercise?
Totally.
Dude, you guys coming over and doing the whole Grease?
Oh,
Oh, snap.
me and Will got to do. Me, Will, and Lou all got to pick. We have to play multiple parts.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Who's gonna
Sandy?
be Scarface? What's his name? What's that guy's
Kanicki.
name?
Isn't it Kanicki?
No, The bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Crater Face.
Yeah, who's the
He
one with
calls him that?
He's got the Edward James Olmos face.
Who you talking to, Crater Face?
Imagine getting cast because you actually have a crater face.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they had to make
Awful.
that thing to call him Crater Face. He did have fucking
Yeah.
Edward James almost.
He's like, what about these kids?
Yeah. That guy was like a 40-year-old scar-faced guy, and he was at a prom.
What
can I do
He was
about
old.
Kids.
What are you gonna do about these kids, man? Well, we
Christine, you could play the Soupy Sales part.
Jesus.
Do you want to be Soupy Sales?
No, I want to be Rizzo.
Yeah, but Soupy Sales. You can throw a pie in your face. You're the gym coach.
It's gonna be funny just to go over to and see you guys singing like when it naturally happens.
No, what you're going to see is two people in opposite room. You're going to stand in the living room wondering why me and Christine are both belting out our own tunes in other rooms.
But I walk to one and I look at you singing out the window, and I look at Christine and she's singing out the other window. You guys know you're in the same apartment, right? You just go to the
We're
same-
still duetting. We don't even know it.
Yeah, you're like, I can see
The sun will come out tomorrow.
I like how the plot is unfolding, where these two warring troops maybe one day come together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for full
Possible. We could have a full we could have a review contest.
Yeah.
A show tune review.
I would
me
love-
and the Whiskey Bros.
I would love it versus Christine and
J-turns.
TBA.
I'm never gonna get. You think I couldn't get Dave Smith out to practice basketball? I'm not getting the Whiskey Boys out for fucking dance practice. No way in hell.
I'll tell you what, you do a string of cigarettes out that door right to a fucking living space.
Yeah, if you leave an ET trail of Marlboro Lights.
Hey, how did I get these leg warmers on?
I gotta hold these cigarettes on. Wait, why am I doing vocal warm ups? Me,
Why
me,
am I
me,
dressed
me,
like
me, me.
Finola Hughes?
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
1 Winston, 2 Winston, 3 Winstons.
So we have an interview coming up at 6:30.
Oh, boy.
With Quan Mills, who
Auteur.
author, I mean, I would say prolific author.
Wordsmith.
Extremely prolific author.
Found out some of these books are like
many?
300 pages. I don't. How many total books does he have published? It's probably something we can ask him.
77.
This guy is got to be doing well.
Well, this bitch got roaches in her apartment is the one we
It's a
have with
series.
episode 3, yeah. And then a follow-up series, this bitch got roaches in her apartment, and now she got rats.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gotta think Bedbugs is not far behind.
My Psycho Baby Daddy. Where did it start? Where is it going? These got to be turned into movies.
Is Saeed Salam his other pen name?
No,
His nom de plume?
I wonder if that's his rival. I wonder if Saeed Salam's like his. It's
When he
like,
went Muslim and like an Oz?
but I wonder if it's like
I'm watching Oz.
Grisham and fucking who's the other guy?
Oh, Clancy?
Yeah, Clancy and Grisham.
This Saeed's chilling.
Is Salam and
Titles are everything.
Yeah, dude. Quan Mills and Miss Bam are in.
Oh, he's got guest writers.
Old tot, new pussy.
My baby mama's a loser.
She's only 15, part 2.
Yeah.
What?
She's still 15?
Damn, dude. Still 15. That was
only
15 and a
part
half.
2. 15 still?
the
Jesus.
coldest thug ever.
She don't fuck 15. The coldest thug ever. Yeah, this
Hoe
guy.
is life.
Would you like to hear a little bit of
Buddy, more than-
pastors eat pussy too?
It's pussy, but yeah.
Pastors Eat Pussy 2, T-O-O. Like Teen Wolf 2.
Sure.
And
No Jason Bateman.
no Jason Bateman in this one, though. No, but it's read by Sapphire.
Nuh-uh.
I believe
What's her
so.
name?
I think
Sapphire,
that
right?
That was precious.
It's read by a girl named Sapphire who reads this with, all I can say is she puts oomph into the read, for sure.
maybe.
Pastors Eat Pussy Too. Written by Quan Mills. Narrated by Karma.
Karma. My bad.
Found karma.
Prologue. Yes. Slob on that cat, Pastor.
That's a
Eat
drop.
that shit, old nigga. You like how that cat tastes? Hell yeah, girl.
I love she does the
I
voices.
bit my bottom lip hard. What it tastes like? I asked, biting my lip harder. Tell me, I moaned. I held tightly to the sides of Pastor's head with my hands as he relentlessly devoured the fuck out of my guts.
Dude, pause it.
My goods.
Dude, my guts.
Say goods or guts?
I thought you said goods.
No, she said devoured my
Is
guts.
that what you said? Can you back it
Yeah,
up?
dude. Yeah, you got to get in them guts, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm with you. I've never been in guts, but I've heard.
Yeah, you have, dude. You got
That
them.
shit, old nigga. You like how that cat tastes? Hell yeah, girl. I bit my bottom lip hard. What it tastes like? I asked, biting my lip harder. Tell me, I moaned. I held tightly to the sides of Pastor's head with my hands as he relentlessly devoured the fuck out of my guts.
Shit. Tastes like candied yams, girl. And not that nasty ass shit in a can. I'm talking
Lou.
fresh yams.
Also, specifying what kind of food your girlfriend or the pussy tastes like. But
I
being
heard
like,
this
not
little
store-bought.
part. I heard this little part. He gets far more descriptive with these yams, and that the yams is a big sticking point for him.
Right?
He goes, not those canned ones. Get those canned yams, pussy, out of here, pussy.
Marshmallow, cinnamon, brown sugar.
He paused for a moment and ran his big bell pepper nose from my clit to my ass, taking a long whiff.
His big bell
Bitch,
pepper
my
nose.
pussy juices.
What's a bell pepper nose?
Also, are you is he trying to breathe in the pussy juice? Like,
No, I think he's doing a little one of those.
like a
You know,
puppy
like,
nose
the lips.
nudge?
Yeah,
Like
split
nudging
the lips with your
something?
bell pepper nose.
I'd argue that my nose is very involved in my pussy eating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You'd say it's part of the band?
I do, yeah, for sure.
Part of the band for
Yeah,
sure.
especially when I'm trying to poke hole with tongue just to get a little some things going there. I give a little nose might be doing some clit stuff for
Little
sure.
Eskimo kiss to the pussy?
Yeah, and I do this face. I
What
make
am
Bill
saying?
Cosby dancing face.
I like how she does everything.
Dude, yeah.
Does she ever stop?
Karma fucking rules.
Does she goes, how do you say this?
No.
Yeah.
What's this word?
Who dat? No, I'm asking. Not in the book. Who dat?
Bell pepper nose from my clit to my ass, taking a long whiff. Bitch, my pussy juices overflow just thinking of how this old nigga was so fucking nasty. Pastor Wilson moaned and then said,
And butter. Just like how my grandmama and them used to make it.
I don't think you
back
wanna-
in Hattiesburg.
I don't think that's a weird description for when you're eating pussy and you're like, this reminds me of a dish my grandmother made back in Lakeport, California.
Tuna casserole.
Damn, just gonna say, damn, your asshole reminds me of my grandma's green bean casserole.
He goes, what is this? What does this girl's asshole remind you of? A combination of 2 cream of soups,
and tuna.
maybe some dry onions.
I don't know, maybe American cheese melted on top?
Hamburger noodle.
Oh, dude, $20 says this casserole's coming in with Kraft slices melted on top of it.
Of course it is. How else would you do it?
Oh, Jacob, you're having some.
If you want to stick to the original recipe,
God
sure.
is, yeah, dude, God
Gee,
is
we're having a
good.
big,
dude.
heavy
Not
bowl of
having
it. No, you can pour milk over it. It'll be good.
There's a few Lou forgot to take the plastic off.
Because there might be a staple in some of these things because he tried to staple the bag shut afterwards.
But girl, you know, I just love the way your little coochie smell.
This
Pastor
bastard's
chuckled
real
in his
character.
thick and deep Mississippi accent. Without hesitation, he went back to slurping and sucking on my little puss. He slowly caressed my inner thighs with the
Dude,
ends of his
please,
fingertips.
Hold on, please, can that be a drop? Just sucking and
You
saying,
went back on a sucking on my little puss. Go back to it.
He slowly caressed my inner thighs with the ends of his fingertips. It was crazy, too, because I was still so motherfucking blown by the fact that this old nigga had polished fingernails. Something I had noticed about him when I first met him. If he wasn't a
Cleanliness
pastor,
next
I
to
think this
godliness?
nigga was a fucking pimp. Shit. Ling did an excellent job buffering them nails, though.
That's racist.
Might need that little Asian hoe's phone number so I could book me an appointment.
Definitely racist.
As the so-called man of
Ming Ling,
God
that's definitely not her
continued
name.
Damn, dude. She took a break from getting her box ate just to take it out on the Asians.
Hold on. Let me process some Asian hate real quick.
Oh, these stupid Asian bitch.
He slowly caressed my inner thighs with the ends of his fingertips. It was crazy. It's heaven. My hands gripped the bed sheets as Pastor Wilson's clit sucking seemed to intensify.
It did
Ooh,
intensify.
Speaking of which, I just knew Maria or Jose was gonna be mad as fuck in the morning when they come in here and have to change these
we're hitting all
motherfucking
the
sheets, bitch.
Come on.
My thick ass legs were wide open like a football field. And now I had this old crusty ass nigga playing in it like he was a quarterback. Except Pastor Wilson wasn't running the ball. Old fuck nigga was running his tongue in and out of my pussy and my ass. That nigga
if you
was
got-
truly an MVP.
And my ass.
If you got sexts like this, it would make me laugh so hard.
Oh my God.
It's just like running
Yo, my
around.
pussy overflowing with that gush gush.
Dude, the thought of her just doing the other voice, where she's like, "My pussy felt so good." Well, this pussy doesn't gonna eat itself. Nom 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 nom.
Baby, what do you like?
I meet a pastor. I won't come suck my pussy.
I would love if Quan Mills let me do an audio book.
I'd like to both be able to do that, and Black Lou also, because he's working on voiceover stuff.
But
Yeah.
I would love if he was able to, like, if he wrote a white tale for us.
No. I want to do
Pink on pink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna make it out of a chat. There's gonna be words, if you do it.
Oh yeah. How about if I do it with my character though? That I'll be.
No.
No, I wasn't saying it. I'm just talking about this chick who's getting her pussy sucked.
Oh, you mean your audiobook voice, Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Oh, this is read by Sagittarius.
Sag? Oh, Sag is back doing reads?
Sagittarius.
That's pretty cool.
It's just Jay. If you just listen, it's clearly Jay's voice.
Oh, I didn't know Sag is out there doing reads again.
Damn, dude, Sagittarius.
Read by
That's pretty great.
Safari.
Yeah, and I'll wait for when Quan Mills goes quote unquote mainstream and writes a white trash love story. I'll do the book for that.
Ooh.
We're gonna find out.
It's a whole other genre.
Called this.
We're gonna
Called
find
this.
the movie Striptease or whatever. What's the one with Showgirls?
Showgirls.
That was like taken from one of his books.
So funny. He's like, that was my book called.
Yeah, crusty bitches under bright lights.
It means this slut's got herpes.
Yeah.
That was-
Ashy pussy in Vegas.
They got bed bugs at the Claremont Lounge.
Carpet burns on this slutty bitch's butt cheeks.
Yeah. Quan Mills' new book. You can still smoke inside this motherfucking hotel.
Dude, we got to do that. We got to try to run titles by Quan Mills and see if we can approve some of our titles.
You can still smoke inside this motherfucker.
Quan, we need to go through each Bonfire member needs to have a book title that we need to get approved by Quan Mills for his publishing.
For sure.
Mine's called "That Pussy's Too Good to Be in a Single Wide."
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
gonna do one. I go, who does bitch think she is? Oh, right, that my cousin.
I'm gonna do one called "This Slut Threw Up on My Dick." These are gonna see if we can go down to the subs.
Yeah, so I'm writing one called "Bitch's Pussy Already Been Done Blown Open."
Yeah.
A lot of that's in parentheses, though.
Can we get one more sentence out of her?
Please.
Shit, truth be told, this nigga was like OJ. And yes, OJ. Cause this old Morgan Freeman looking ass motherfucker was murdering my clip. Even with all types of scripture laced in his tongue.
Dude, I would love a nice murder reference after sex. It just to be told like, damn, what are you, Timothy McVeigh? You just blew up half my building.
I could listen to Karma, probably read anything.
Yeah. Stovetop.
Bible verses.
I think this is the directions.
I'm not going to read the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill, but if she reads it to me, I will.
Translate it for you.
Can't talk about sexuality of your children.
Let's get some more before we go to break.
Ducked his ass in a pussy-eating Hall of Fame. Shit, truth be told, this nigga was like OJ. And yes, OJ. Cause this old Morgan Freeman looking ass motherfucker was murdering my clip. Even with all types of scripture laced in his tongue. Ho, I was shooketh right now. You hear me?
Shooketh.
Nothing but the sound of pussy juice slurps filled the cognac and Newport smelling air. The slurps bounced off the walls of the dark, musky motel room, mixing in with both of our nonstop moans and groans. I couldn't believe this 70-year-old man was eating me out like this.
70?
In all of my days, I ain't never had a nigga have such perfected head game. This shit was amazing. Here I was, 23 years old.
Get
thinking
my
that
pussy
someone's
sucked by
nasty
Sherman
ass-
Hemsley.
Bless the hands of the cook praying, worms having granddaddy wouldn't dare know how to handle some young tender pussy.
See, I think the good message behind this is respect your elders.
Yeah.
They should have played the beginning to the show "Amen" before this, though.
That would have been funny.
Like jumps in the double dutch.
Yeah.
Sherman Helmsley.
Should we take our break now? Because he's going to call in 6:30. How long is this break?
This is a long one, so
7 minutes.
this is our 7-minute one.
Because then we can come back, and then when he calls in,
Yeah, no, it's all
the show.
good. Let's do it.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Andy Fiori hanging out on the show. AndyFiori.com for tickets. BigJ.com. BigJComedy.com for tickets. This weekend it's going to be in New Jersey at Go Bananas. Go get tickets.
Yes, indeed.
Big
Justin
J coming
Silver, Dylan, going to be there with me. Dan Soder, Paramount Theater, everybody, next week. It's next Thursday in Austin, Texas. Individual tickets available. You don't have to have a festival badge for that, even though it is part of Moon Tower. So come fill that bitch up, even if you're not coming to the festival. And then you check us out the next day at the festival. That's the 22nd. Friday, 7 p.m. Antone's. We'll be right back, everyone. It's the Bonfire. These books. Was it you, Black Lou, who came across these?
I think
No.
I saw it on Instagram, and I'm not sure if I just came across it or if a camper sent it to me, honestly.
Might be a camper that sent it in. Might be a fan that sent it in.
But
Yeah.
we dug deep on these titles, and I mean, one of the most prolific writers has popped up into our lives here, and we are thrilled to have him on the show. We've talked about him several days now, or his work rather, and listened to a bit of the audio book for one of his hits, the Pastors Eat Pussy Too. Mm-hmm. It is they call him living legend.
Literary legend.
Literary legend, everybody. Quan Mills joins us on the show right now. Quan, you there?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you all perfectly.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Thank you. It's good to have you on the show. This, I said this is a new finding in our lives, and I'll tell you that we have...
And you can go, by the way, you can go to Amazon.com, and you can find Quan's page with all of his books right there for sale. So go to Amazon.com and check out all of Quan Mills' books. I mean...
We've got several on the way.
And that's Mills spelled with a Z at the end.
Yeah, you're right. Millz. Should let them know.
For the nerds out there listening.
Go get it.
Quan, welcome to the show, number one. And I have to say, how long have you been writing these books for? What's the earliest date they go back to?
Well, thank you for inviting me on your show. To answer your question, I've been writing since 2017 full time. Well, I would say 2015 is when I really began to dabble in writing fiction, but I began writing full time.
How many?
2017.
2017, 5 years ago. How many books do you have out available right now?
That's a very, very tricky question. Only because I write in series. So, like, if I publish one book, it'll usually have like 2 to 3 parts.
Yeah.
So altogether, I've written maybe like 80 books.
Damn. 5 years, 80 books.
Suck a dick, Stephen King.
Yeah. You have your one cigarette, you fucking dork. Quan's out here just putting out content.
Well, there are other authors that have written more, though.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, don't downplay it. 80 books in 5 years is fucking crazy. You're talking to two comics who have a problem filling an hour in 5 years. You know, I haven't written 2 hours in 5 years. But, so what was your first book? What was the first book that you published?
You know, it's pretty interesting because I get asked this question all the time. People wonder how in the hell do I come up with my book titles, but... You know, believe it or not, I actually have a background in working in community development, public policy, and I was working as a proposal writer at the time, and so I always had this vision of writing like the Chicago version of The Wire. And so when a friend got me into writing urban fiction, and I told her my idea, she was like, no, that's not going to work for the audience. And I was like, what do you mean? And so when I started doing research on like serial urban fiction that was being published at the time, and is still being published, a lot of the titles were just like very different from the cautionary tales that I know that a lot of African American writers used to put out, like in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, like Donald Goines and Sister Soldier. And so my very first title was very tame. It was, the name of the book was called Lethal Love, believe it or not. I mean, if I were to show you that cover, you'll be like, that's just not a Quan Mills cover at all.
Yeah, it didn't feel...
a different pen name, though.
Would the people you work with in community development be blown away at the titles of, like, this bitch got rats in her, or this bitch got roaches in her house, and now she has rats too?
I mean...
would they not even know that was like a side of you that was writing stuff? Like, would they be, you know, it's like finding out your old lady teacher's doing an OnlyFans or something, you know? Like, it's got to be like, what?
Yeah. My, it's hilarious you say that, because I think a lot of my, well, actually, no, I would say that at this point, well, no, people are still shocked to this very day. I mean, when I first did it the first year, a lot of people were like, what the hell is going on in this dude's mind? Like, is he really serious? I think a lot of people just thought I was probably losing my shit.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's writing urban fiction, and then also, I mean, when you find that out, and then you start seeing these titles, that does have to be a thing where you're like, damn, it's almost like you're Superman. You're like, that's what you do? You go home and
It's so great. And also, has it come back around to you yet, where like someone's brought to you guys, have you seen this guy Quan Mills and these crazy book titles? And then you're like,
that's me.
I'm Quan Mills. Yeah, I'm Quan.
Oh. Actually, no, not personally. But it's happened to my family members.
Oh, where they've been like, check out my fucking this one, like Old Thought Next Door, and you're like, that's
Well, like my brother, for instance, when I wrote this, Hoga, I wrote this in her crib. My brother's a web developer down in Orlando, Florida, and some of his coworkers. He told some of his coworkers that I was a writer, and so like when I was going viral one day, a few of his coworkers came up to him and were like, "Oh, have you seen this book? Does your brother know about this guy?" And then my brother was like, "That's my brother."
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Who do you get, or I should say, like, what's the process of getting the models for the covers of these books? Because Old Thought Next Door.
Because that's honestly.
I wonder. In my mind, I'm like, did she know she was going to be Old Thought Next Door?
No, not at all. In fact, it's funny you mention that because. So actually, ironically, my cover designer who's been helping me out, well, I've had multiple cover designers, but the main one who's been helping me out over the last couple of years or so, he actually just passed away 2 weeks ago.
Sorry to hear that.
So, thank you. So, he was actually, I think the proper term is, he was paralyzed from his neck down. I know he got into a car accident. So I think he was designing a lot of these covers with his mouth.
Damn. He's quadriplegic designing book covers.
That's how you get the Old Thought lady to not be upset about it. He goes, "Did you put me on a cover, call me an Old Thought?" He goes, "The guy who did it did it with his mouth."
She did reach out to me.
Did she?
Yeah. So what happened was, it's a thing like in indie publishing where you just go to Adobe stock photos and you just find cover models and then you just slap, the covers together with the title.
Mm-hmm.
But, and at the time I didn't do really good research into the legality of like using, stock photo models. So I'm just thinking, well, I paid for it. I get to do whatever I want with it. Not realizing that Adobe and all these other companies bury on their website these terms and conditions that state that you cannot use any of their photography in a manner that the average person would consider obscene or salacious.
Got it.
So, make a long story short, Old Thought Next Door has been like a viral success for like the last couple of years now. And this past year when the Pastor book went viral all over again, I got like a new wave of attention on my other books, one of them being Old Thought Next Door. So, naturally speaking, I'm seeing, the buzz going around social media, so I decided to promote the books even more on different platforms, and as this book is going viral, suddenly I get the actual stock photo model, which, by the way, she's been in commercials.
That's crazy. That's crazy to be like watching a commercial and you're like, hey, did you see that State Farm? That's the Old Thought Next Door.
Yeah. Is Chris Paul's mom the Old Thought Next Door?
Yeah, she's been in commercials for like, different like medical advice companies and like Life Alert, something like that. And so she started like commenting on my post, left and right, that's not me. So eventually I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm going to take everything down, get everything redesigned. I didn't realize that this was against Adobe's terms and conditions. So she reached out. So she was like, well, just give me a call. So we actually talked on the phone for about a good 2 hours.
She looks like Bill Cosby's mom on the Cosby Show.
Yeah, she actually doesn't really look like that. When you actually go to her IG page, she actually is a very attractive woman. She doesn't. I think that particular picture, when you add in all the different filters and whatnot, and then we cropped her head off and put her on the body, it kind of makes her look different. But when you actually go to her IG page, she looks completely different.
Yeah.
But she reached out to me. She was like, well, I don't want you to take everything down. We could do some sort of partnership or whatever. But I haven't heard from her. It's been since.
Yeah, talk about art imitating life. Then you went over and fucked her. The Old Thought Next Door.
Oh my God, you're living my book.
Yeah, she said that a bunch of her family members and a few people at her job and You know,
Had
she's
read
a
it?
church-going woman, so she had people like reaching out to her, like, "What in the hell are you doing? What's
Yeah.
going on?"
Oh my God, are you really an old thought next door? Are you going to turn these into movies?
So yeah, that is actually the plan. The reality is that a good chunk of my audience, I mean, they would rather watch a lot of this content than read it. And I just have so many fans sitting on the sidelines that are like, I mean, I've had people literally tell me, straight up, like, I don't read.
Yeah.
And I'd rather watch this. So I've been talking to a few companies here and there about the possibility of turning.
Well, I got to tell you, you have a gold mine. You have a gold mine in Karma reading your books, because Karma reading is that the one? It's the only one that's an audiobook right now.
Oh, yeah. Actually, she just messaged me this morning saying that Old Thought Next Door is actually complete.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there you go. What a Bonfire exclusive, dude. Old Thought Next Door with Karma coming to audiobook.
It was so funny when I was listening this weekend. I was on the road doing comedy with my friend Lewis, separate hotel rooms, and I was listening. I had the Pastors Eat Pussy too.
Yeah.
Playing in my thing, and then I went into Lewis's room, and he was listening to like a real the reason we block ourselves from our total appreciation of life is because we can't see. It's like a real self-help book. Yeah. And I was like, my thing was like, I chomped on his balls like they was a bag of chips.
Yeah, I mean, that actually a lot of my mom. For years she was like, I'll never read your books. It's obscene, it's trash, it's this, it's that, and then when I told her I was turning the book into an audiobook, she was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." So she listened to it. She was like, "Oh shit, that was such a good book. You got any more coming?" And I'm like, "Wow." So I converted my mom to a.
That's great.
That's great.
Like, where's episode 3 of This Bitch Got Roaches?
Yeah. Karma reading that though. She fucking rules. She does a great
Karma
job.
she did every character in it. When she would do the pastor's voice,
pleasantly surprised.
Oh,
yeah.
Are there
the goal that I'm working on is I'm trying to transition into audio drama, so I have multiple narrators.
Oh, that'd be great.
Nice.
Yeah, voice actors. I mean,
please, God, consider us for that.
Yeah, we'll come in and help you out anytime you need. If you need a room full of actors, we got you. We'll do some audio acting.
Black Lou's in audio voiceover school.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
Have you ever thought? I know you do urban fiction. You ever want to do rural fiction? We can give you some titles if you want to breach into the white trash market.
Yeah.
If you want to go I got a title called "Her Pussy Smelled Like Fritos."
It's got to be titles. It's like, oh great, black guy just showed up to the square dance.
Yeah.
This bitch's double wide is also a meth lab.
Yeah. Sorry, our kid found our gun.
Well, it's funny you mention that though, because it's I actually did create a title recently called Becky Sleeps on an Air Mattress.
Yes, dude.
Perfect.
Yes,
Perfect
dude.
marriage.
Dude,
just so you know, the Becky on this show once slept on an air mattress.
Yeah, and I will tell you, I can give you a title right from my room called "Daniel Slept in a Windowless Room."
It's true.
And I have another one called Becky put raisins in a potato salad.
Great. That's great.
I'm almost enjoying
Another
these
one
more.
called Karen Keeps Calling the Police on Me.
Yes,
Nice.
dude. I am
Good crossover.
I'll be ripping
And then I
through
have
these.
another one, Becky's Fat Ass Got Me Fired.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, anybody that's a fan of Quan Mills, just get ready for the fucking Becky series. That is
buy these
inevitably-
books and fund these projects. Because
Quan Mills, Millz on Amazon. Go buy Quan Mills.
Clearly a talented man.
This guy is fucking ripping off titles that are amazing. I'm already on board.
God damn it! those
Becky
are
put
great.
raisins in the salad, in the potato salad.
Oh my
It's
God.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone watching
Actually, I
Becky
wanna-
dance at the barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, I was my idea is to turn that into a horror story about
It's
cannibalism.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, Becky just being like a Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
It's his Michael
Becky.
Myers.
Yes.
And then you got to do the origin story.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's so many concepts and ideas running through my head at all times.
Well,
So
I
it's
mean,
sometimes
it's
Go ahead,
incredible,
sorry.
man.
Well, you're a
prolific.
doer, man. I mean, the fact that you put these books, I mean,
put
that
the
many
work.
books in such a. And what's the average length of the books? Would you say pages wise?
it depends, but the Old Thought Next Door. So I have a copy of it right in front of me. That one is officially 303 pages.
Get it, dude. Get it. That's Grisham length.
It's no short order.
That's
Yeah,
your.
and
That,
then,
I think
this
the old
got
thought
roaches
next
in
door
my
is your Pelican Brief.
Actually, the one that people like the most, the one that gets me in the most trouble is This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit longer, actually.
Where are you based out of, Quan?
Roaches in her crib.
It's the series.
Yeah, that's the sequel.
I live in Chicago.
Chicago. I'd like to organize a book sign. I think we can have a lot of Bonfire people come out for a book signing.
Have you done a book signing yet? Have you ever done like a physical book signing?
No, not yet. I had all these plans, and then COVID came, and then
Well, let's hope this
Yeah,
is,
just kinda-
let's restoke those fires because you work your ass off.
Well, whenever I or Dan are in Chicago, man, please come out to a show and bring books because
and
people
get
will
ready.
buy them at the show.
We'll
I'm
get a
telling you.
side table for you to sign it and meet people because this is,
definitely.
we're putting
Yeah, I just the thing that I'm working on right now is it's like this vast internet conspiracy that I'm a white man, and it's kind of hilarious.
Dude, that is
Kinda like,
Quan.
I thought for a second, I thought, yeah.
I'm glad you
Quan,
brought that
sounds
up.
like QAnon.
Because when we first found these book titles and we couldn't find you as the author, we had a theory that like this got to be a white guy. There's got to be a white guy.
Really trying to get away with some shit.
This has got to be a white guy trying to get away with some shit. And then we found out, we're like, no, this is just a guy who works his ass off. So how deep is this? Is it like a true conspiracy theory right now?
No, I'm black.
No, but I said there's a
No,
lot.
but I'm saying, are you-
When I looked it up, there's a bunch of different versions of like
Yeah.
Quan Mills is probably white. It's just a white guy trying to capitalize on something.
It's the craziest conspiracy theory that started back actually in 2019. So, I was going viral because of This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib, and I already was like kind of like a nemesis in the urban fiction community because I've just always been like very bold and just very defiant with my book covers and titles because a lot of people feel like that I'm making a mockery of the urban fiction genre, which I'm not really. Sometimes I'm just writing satire to a degree.
I was gonna say, you're just having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you're having fun with it, obviously. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's the
It sounds like a thing where, when you come into something and people take it very seriously, and you don't take it as seriously,
them.
Right.
they immediately think you're mocking it just because you're not taking it as seriously as they take it. Yes,
Well, it's like mocking it. You're like, I'm doing the work.
Yeah,
you're
he's
writing
putting
300-page books.
Guy write 80
Right.
books in 5 years.
Well, I also like.
Well, the theory, the actual conspiracy theory, got its start in April of 2019. I was in California, me and my wife, and Nipsey Hussle just got killed, and I saw all these conspiracy theories coming down my news feed suggesting that Nipsey Hussle had been assassinated by the LAPD. And I was just really outraged because I'm like, that's just stupid. So I had made like this Clayton Bigsby joke that kind of just went over some people's heads, but people saw that I had used the N-word, and that just kind of like,
That
took
shut
on a
it all
life
there.
of its own. And then at first I was thinking like, okay, these are just, jealous, bitter ass authors mad that I'm going viral all the time. But then like by this point we're on the beach like an hour or two later, and then I'm like seeing all this weird reaction to people suggesting that I'm white simply because I use the N-word. And so I kind of like leaned into it a little bit, and I was like, yep, I'm out here on this nice California beach enjoying my white life. and it just pissed people off even more. And a few people, so there was even a whole hashtag movement. They got started, hashtag Quan Mills, and people were trying to get me canceled. And then like, I think, somebody who's not deeply invested in the urban fiction space, in the urban fiction community on Facebook, saw what was happening, and then they took it to this really popular gossip forum called Lipstick Alley. And so then I had a whole bunch of people who weren't even familiar with me or didn't have any idea about who I am.
That's the problem with
Like-
all these things does happen though, and it really is. It's like you're trying to do a thing for a target audience that's going to like this and get it, and then once it gets out of that is when it's exactly people trying to give you I look at these, especially like comedians, and sitting here we're like, be mad at what?
Yeah.
Even I said like I'd love to read Becky sleeps on an air mattress.
I would absolutely.
And I hope it's
it
just
turns into a cannibal.
I hope it's just
yeah.
like sarcastic as the whole thing. Big fat Becky got me fired. I mean, it's so fucking
Becky's
funny.
fat ass got me fired is so fucking funny, dude. It's just you know what it is. It's like we were saying, they take it too seriously. You're having fun with it, and then they get mad at you because you're having fun with it.
The theory is that I'm so there's 4 competing theories. The first one is that I'm a racist white guy from Georgia.
Okay.
And then I'm writing this as racial fetish, and then the other one is I'm a gay white man from Georgia or Utah.
Okay.
And then the other one is I'm actually Hispanic.
Got it.
Half Hispanic, half Arab. And all of it, the craziest one that I've heard is that this is actually some sort of like covert government project.
This is CIA. Damn,
Yeah.
dude! I didn't know you went to the farm in Virginia, Quan. I didn't realize you were a CIA. I didn't know you were an asset.
He goes, I got clearance that'll blow your fucking mind.
He goes,
also, currently penning Old Thought Next Door too.
Yeah.
How about a nice about the author photo on the next book jacket sleeve? Clear all these problems up.
I get it. A lot of black people are very sensitive to like
Sure.
Imagery that might weaponize or people feel like that I'm creating imagery that could be weaponized to promote very horrible and extreme stereotypes. But I mean I think that's the thing that I'm trying to like take advantage of is the fact that I'm making fun of these stereotypes.
Sure.
Is that most of them obviously don't hold any type of serious weight.
It's the most fucked up thing about doing anything with humor anymore. You have to explain. It's like, yes, it's ridiculous for a reason. Yeah, it doesn't get a reaction if it's not ridiculous, and it's supposed to be that stupid. Like it's like they're making a mockery out of it. It goes, no, this is comedy. It's for entertainment purely, and it's not to hurt anybody.
Well, Quan, we really appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much for calling in. Again, go check out Quan Mills' books on Amazon, QUANMILLZ. Go check them all out and make sure you pick it up. You can also follow him at Quan Mills Presents on Instagram. Quan, thanks so much.
BG Designs already has
a pastor. You guys have a wonderful night.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Such a pleasure to meet you, dude.
Thank you.
Talk soon.
Have a good one. We
Quan
got to get
Mills.
at Andy
Hey,
Fiori.
nice fella.
We love you.
Love
BG
you.
Designs already got a shirt up, which is fucking awesome. AndyFiori.com, BigJComedy.com,
DanStoner.com. Dan Stoner Theater next Thursday. Everybody come see. Get your tickets for it.
Jersey, go bananas. Go get tickets right now. BigJComedy.com, BonfireMerch.com. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings and full shows always on SiriusXM.